A ding-dong package. Hello and welcome to Modern Broadcast. Boy oh boy, do I have the mother load for you today. I thought this was actually something else when it arrived in the mail, and so I'm not gonna lie, I did cut it open with our handy dandy kniff. And as soon as I got a peek inside, I realized what it was, and I haven't touched it since. So I figured let's just go ahead and do this unboxing and just take it from the top, right? So I'm kind of ill-prepared here. I haven't really done anything with it. It's just an unboxing though, so you know, should be easy peasy. So anyways, let's take a look-see here, huh? So here we have a big box, and you know, it's holiday season is directly on top of us now, and I figured let's do the mega box. Not to be confused with Roblox, but the mega box, for those of you that don't know, is 20. That's a big fat 20 games, retro games from Video Games Monthly. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know how they're all going to cram it inside that one box. And actually, I do know they didn't. Here's a little sneak peek. Look at that. I saw one title right away. I wonder if you recognize it. What's inside the box? I don't think we put the clip in. It's overused at this point, isn't it?
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
There you go. Let's go ahead and let's start with the unboxing and see what all we have in store. Now I can't open it on camera like that with, you know, like this, because you'll see everything that's inside it and that ruins the surprise. What's the surprise? Let's get started with the unboxing. I don't really know where to put all this. I think what I'm gonna start out with, so there's quite a few games just hanging out in this box all by their lonesome. Well, they're surrounded by friends. So there's a few games just floating around in the box. So I'm gonna start with those guys. And then it looks like there's the actual Video Games Monthly box underneath. So let's go ahead and get started here. First thing that we have here is our handy dandy. We hope you enjoy your games. And actually, look at this. We have a congratulations. You have received a free game. Thank you for being a Video Games Monthly subscriber. A 1-up. Look at that. So we have 21 games. If this box wasn't ridiculous enough already, now we have an additional game inside. So this box contains 21 games, which is pretty neat. The next item in the box, we have a little, you would think it's a sticker, but it's actually a magnet. So we have a Video Games Monthly magnet with a little Santa hat. Absolutely adorable. I will probably put this on my fridge. Now on to the meat and potatoes. We're going to start with some PlayStation 4 to be exact. Brand new sealed is Persona 5. I love the Persona series. I'm not that far into any of them. I started with Persona 4 Golden on the PlayStation Vita, is where I kind of dipped my toes into. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. There we go. We actually have quite a few sealed games in this box this time, so that's actually pretty cool, pretty exciting. But yeah, Persona 5 for the PlayStation 4. I just picked up 3 for the Steam Deck. Very much looking forward to playing that. And I haven't beaten any of them, I should admit, but I do enjoy their story. That's pretty cool. Continuing on the PlayStation train, we have... Oh, let's try that again. We have... Okay, didn't even get it on the thing. Continuing with the PlayStation 4 train, we have... Well, way too far that time. Space Hulk Tactics, and it looks to be actually the PAL version. I don't know, is the PlayStation 4 region locked? I don't know how useful this is going to actually be. I'm going to have to look that up and maybe post it in right over here on the side if it's region locked, if we can play this. Look at that movie magic right there. So I've never played Space Hulk. I said I was gonna stop saying that in these videos. The Warhammer series is an interesting series to say the least. I've enjoyed quite a few of the Warhammer series. Just recently picked up Space Marine 2 on Steam, and my computer was trying to blow up trying to play that game, but we got there, which was pretty enjoyable. And I am curious if we could play this. And again, look at that font right there, tells us all the answers we need. Xbox Series X and Xbox One, we have Immortals Phoenix Rising, again another sealed title. So all these kind of newer gen games always seem to be sealed. So this one, I'm gonna be honest, I did not like this game. I actually own this game. When I bought my Xbox Series X, I picked up Immortals Phoenix Rising. It was one of the few games that was out for it right away that was like meant for that system. And they're like, oh, it's like The Legend of Zelda. I don't know, it's not. If you are interested in entering in the giveaway for this month, we're going to give away a few of these games, and we'll kind of go through them all and go through. But I think we're going to give away 5 games out of this box here. But to enter the giveaway this month, go ahead and in the comment section down below, comment which game got you into gaming and what it means to you. So this is a part of the Dragon Age trilogy. This one I haven't played. I played the other ones. I played Dragon Age 1 and 2 a little bit here and there, but I have a friend who was really into the Dragon Age series, and when Inquisition came out, they kind of disappeared off the face of the planet for a little bit. So I hear good things. Again, completely sealed. Moving on, we have Watch Dogs Legion, again for the Xbox One and the Series X. So I enjoyed the Watch Dogs series. I think a lot of people did, or at least I hope so, because they made more of them. I actually beat entirely from start to finish the first one. I thought it was a neat concept, being able to hack like the streetlights and, you know, kind of use your phone for all that type of stuff. I mean, that's kind of a little bit about what this channel's about a little bit. So I'm kind of messing around with stuff and probably things you shouldn't. So this one is interesting. We'll see if it enters in the giveaway. If not, I will probably actually end up playing this one myself quite a bit. So Watch Dogs. All right, so that's it for, from what I can see here, that's it for the newer titles. Now we're into the retro games. Like I said, there's still that Video Games Monthly box on the bottom, so I don't know what's inside there yet. But at least for the loose titles, we are now into the retro games. And first up, we have Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So I think I watched the Game Grumps play Home Alone 2. It did not look very good. I'm not sure. We'll have to check it out ourselves and play a little bit of it. But Home Alone 2 for the Sega Genesis, and it actually looks pretty decent. It looks a little dirty. Looks a little beat up on the sides here, but for the most part, bring that down a little bit. There you go. Now it's somewhat in focus. Nice. We have another Genesis title, and that is Galaxy Force 2. And I feel like I need to zoom in even more now that we got into the retro titles. There. I know nothing about this title. Galaxy Force 2. The label looks good. Looks like we have a little scuff mark right there on the edge. It's not too bad, pretty small. Up next, we have, for the Super Nintendo, we have Populous. I have never heard of this title, but it looks pretty intense based off that cover art right there. It's like a castle with explosions happening underneath it. Maybe it's projectiling into the air. It's kind of giving me some like Sid Civilization vibes. No idea if that's what the gameplay is actually like. Right here on the sides, it says the ultimate triumph of good over evil. Yeah, I'm interested to check this one out and see what this is all about. So it's by Acclaim. Looks like on the back, it looks like we just have a sticker. Yeah, it's just a sticker. So that comes right off. Look at that. Okay, there it goes. Okay, we got it. Looks like we got ourselves a duplicate. Double. So I have not updated the catalog at all in these unboxings. I should be doing that. I have not been doing that. But we have our first double. And it just happens to be Double Dragon. That's a lot of double. So Double Dragon. Oh, and I guess this one belonged to Tony. Tony, if you're watching this, I got your game. This one's going to be pretty cool, and that is Gauntlet 2. Gauntlet is such a classic series. I think it's even still around today, being remade and remastered and you know, kind of rebooted and all that type of stuff. I really played Gauntlet for the GameCube. That was the big one that I played a lot of. But since I played Gauntlet on the first Gauntlet on NES and really enjoyed my time with it. I'm excited to check this one out. This is an interesting one. I don't know why they would do this. I don't know if those are supposed to be like gunfire or what, but here we have Narc, and then they covered, I might stop this recording right now and plug this in to see what this is. They covered the logo. It looks like someone wrote their name up here, or maybe that's also part of the logo. I can't tell. It says just say no, and it says no one had the guts until now. It's made by Acclaim. In my opinion, Acclaim has really hit or miss titles. They're either like, yeah, or they're no thanks. I had Batman for the Sega Genesis growing up as a kid, and I'm pretty positive that was made by Acclaim, and that is not a good game. So I'm really curious to see what Narc is all about. Oh man. Up next, we actually have one that I had. Well, it wasn't mine. It was my aunt's. She had a Nintendo over at my grandparents' house, and I spent a lot of time there growing up. And it was Silent Service. And I don't even know if this one was actually even hers, or if this was like my grandpa's game. I remember putting this in the Nintendo, turning it on, flipping to channel 4, and not knowing what the hell to do. I had no clue, and then all of a sudden you would get sink, you would sink, whatever. All of a sudden there was an enemy submarine and it would shoot you down and you would lose. That was my experience with this. I wonder as an adult if I'll know what's going on now, because as a kid, not a clue. Not a clue. It'll be fun to revisit this one. All right, so here we have the Video Games Monthly box, and we're just gonna crack it open and continue on with the unboxing. Oh, look at that. The first thing that we have is this VideoGamesMonthly.com koozie. All right, so being a handheld channel where we review a lot of handhelds on this channel, if you haven't checked out the other content, there's a couple cool ones and a couple overpriced ones, but pretty excited to see that we actually have a couple of handheld games inside this box, such as F1 Race. I have to zoom this so far in. F1 Race for the Nintendo Game Boy. I'm not a racing person myself, but I do have a couple friends that are very much into the F1 series, which is still around today. Well, you know we're going to get down with this. It's Beauty and the Beast. Also for the Nintendo Game Boy, and this is actually the black cartridge, which I think is right around the time when Game Boy Color games were starting to come out. And so it has color capacity like coded into it. I think, I could be entirely wrong and talking out of my ass here, but hypothetically, I think that's what, like Link's Awakening DX, I think is also a black cartridge as well, because it has that color capacity, but it's still technically made for the Game Boy. So we also have Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. Real Reggie. That was awful. I was confident before I did it, and then I started to do it and lost the confidence immediately. And we'll see if that actually makes it into the video or not. But, so Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. The only Scooby-Doo game I played was the one for the Super Nintendo, which I think also had the same name, didn't it? Wasn't that also Mystery Mayhem? Maybe it was just Mystery Incorporated. I forget what it was. Like a point and click adventure, and I could not get it to work. I kept like just walking around, so I just would make the same loop through the same 4 maps before, you know, it was time to go to bed or quit playing because I got bored. Anyways, here we have Rampage Puzzle Attack, which I'm wondering if that's like a Tetris Rampage game, which would be actually kind of cool. Like as you progress and get more, you know, like Tetris, you know, then it does more damage to the city, and whoever does the most damage to the city if it's multiplayer. I'm over here just spitballing, and I have no idea what this game is even about. But there's a video game idea, you know, for everyone with the GB Studio. Make that a game. Tetris, but you do damage. Rampage Puzzle Attack. Last but not least, I think, it appears to be that's the last handheld game, is Rayman Raving Rabbids. Now, there's a few of you that are probably watching this that I know are watching this. As soon as you hear Raving Rabbids, immediately are annoyed with me. For the Wii, there was a Raving Rabbids game, and I had picked it up, and I got pretty good at impersonating the rabbit sounds, and would do it a lot and annoy anyone that was around me. So I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you know who you are, that I just brought that back some PTSD right there. So I know how I said I'm not much of a racing person, and well, we got another racing game, this time for the PlayStation 1. It is, I need to zoom out is what I need to do. That's what we got to do first. There we go. ATV Quad Power Racing. I can't wait to do some sick flips off the docky with this game. I remember ATVs were like, for a little while there, we got like really popular. And I don't really see anyone talk about ATVs anymore, like at all. I think that was like an early thousands, and just kind of like, all right, it had its time. It had its moment to shine. My buddy, a buddy of mine, actually had an ATV, and we went to his grandparents' cabin. Correct me in the comment section down below if it was your grandparents' cabin, because I think it was. And I rode in the back, and they were steering. Anyways, we were off the highway a little bit, and it had one of those really steep dips. And, you know, you can't see that, so like that. And we hit that really hard and fast, and I thought we left the ground. I don't know if we actually did. It felt like we did. And I freaked out, and I grabbed steering and yanked us to the side. Don't do that, for just, you know, as a cautionary tale, because then we ran into a tree. Everyone was fine. It all worked out, but that's not something that you should do, especially in a four-wheeler. So, and again, by Acclaim. Look at that. This is just the Acclaim box. A lot of Acclaim in here. Holy cow. Here's an interesting title by Take-Two Interactive. Here, again, another PlayStation game. We have Ball Breakers. We're going to have to play this on the Modern Replay channel. Probably effective right after we play Narc. We're going to play Narc and we're going to play Ball Breakers over on Modern Replay. So be sure to give that a watch because that's going to happen. I have no idea what is going on here. This looks like we are really buff triangles that there's a ball, and I can't tell if this is a roller derby game. And then I flipped it over, and then there's like a sword fight happening here. What is this? Yeah, we're gonna play this on Modern Replay, and we're gonna play Narc for sure. So go ahead and give that a watch, probably right up here. Yeah, there you go. Moving on, we have another sealed game. Animal Crossing, the characters are so adorable, and I've played just about every Animal Crossing staple game that they have come out with, and I have a good friend who only streams, really, well, not only, I shouldn't say only, streams often Animal Crossing content. Their name is one of four is their name, and over on Twitch. But here's a little thing for them. Anyway, so if you enjoy Animal Crossing content, be sure to give one of four a watch. And I love driving one in mad with every time I play an Animal Crossing game. I always count it as beating it when you get to the credits. And in the first one for the GameCube, that is as soon as you pay off your first house installment. Then it rolls credits, ta-da, and then the rest is all just foo-fa and extra fodder. So absolutely drives one mad with that. So, but if Animal Crossing's your bag and you enjoy Animal Crossing content, go ahead and give one a little watchy poo. Don't say watchy poo. I'm sorry I said that. So if Animal Crossing is your bag, go ahead and give one a little watch over on Twitch. Just always chill, very easy going, and a good content creator there. So little shout out there. Last but not least, we have a game from my favorite system of all time, and that is the Nintendo GameCube. We have Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, which is an absolute hype banger on how to end this box. I am absolutely loving the boxes from Video Games Monthly. There is a vast variety in here. In all these boxes, there's a nice collection of a little bit of everything. I mean, we do have a couple racing games here, and while that's not necessarily my big thing, it's not bad. You know, I'm sure I love arcade racers, you know, so why not give it a shot, try it out, and who knows, maybe you'll find something that you didn't think about playing and you don't think that you ever would, but now that you got it, why not check it out? So Megabox is a pretty steep price, but I think you get what you pay for. There is a nice variety, a nice collection here. We have games from multiple different systems. We have games that I wouldn't necessarily pick up for myself, a few of them, you know, but looking at you, Beauty and the Beast, but you betcha I'm gonna try it out because now I have it. Why not check it out? So I think this is great. If you have a retro enthusiast in your life, if you have someone that is absolutely, you know, playing titles and even new titles. I mean, we have PlayStation 4, which is just previous gen, and Xbox. I mean, I think Video Games Monthly is a good bang for your buck. This whole box, at the time of recording this, because the retro game scene is always changing, but at the time of recording this, right there on the screen right now, is what this box is worth, and I think it's worth it. So, holiday gift ideas. If you're the retro game collector, why not get one for yourself? Or otherwise, kind of like what we're going to do is we're going to keep a couple games. We're going to give away quite a few games. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to give away Immortals Phoenix Rising. So that's going to be one out of this box. But then I'm going to give away 5 more games in this box to 5 lucky winners. So there's going to be 6 winners in next month's video. So let's go ahead and see what we got here, right? Find your lucky number. Here we go. We're going to roll a 20-sided dice, just like last time, and whatever number it lands on is going to be the game that we give away. And I try to rank these a little bit in not exactly popularity exactly, but like, I mean, for me, Persona 5, that's just a nat 20 game for me. And Beauty and the Beast, yeah, I figured if we roll a nat 1, that's Beauty and the Beast. So let me know if you agree on these ratings. Really, it's kind of like, you know, whose line is anyways, the points don't matter. Well, these numbers don't matter. But find your lucky numbers there on the screen, and let's go ahead and start rolling this die. All right, and for the first roll, we have Number 16. 16. Come on down. That is Space Hulk Tactics. Sealed for the PS4. Up next, we have... Number 19. 19 is the Amiibo Festival for the Wii U. Okay, here we go again. Roll 3 came out with 11, which is, I forget the title of that game. Galaxy Force 2 for the Sega Genesis. 3, so here's our fourth roll. Number 17. 17, we have Home Alone 2 for the Sega Genesis. So both Genesis games are now gone and spoken for. And for our last roll here, we have number 14. Those are all decent rolls. You know, I think I'd be pretty happy if I was playing D&D right now. I mean, they're all pretty much double digits. 14 is the Raymond Rabbids for the Game Boy Advance. So there are our games, and as a little extra bonus, I'm gonna also throw in Double Dragon. That's right, bonus winner, bonus round. Double Dragon for the NES. We're gonna give that game away as well because it is a duplicate. Might as well make that a freebie as well. So 7 lucky winners. Again, 7 lucky winners. I think what we'll do is we'll kind of do a pick system. So a pick system for next month's video, next Video Games Monthly unboxing. If you're the first winner, you'll have your pick of the 7 games, and then we'll just kind of go down the line, and the 7th winner, I'm sorry, you're stuck with what's left, but you won a game, so that's a win. To enter in next month's giveaway, all you have to do is just comment what game got you into gaming. What is a game that you hold dear to your heart and it got you into gaming and really kind of, you know, sparked that interest in games. So let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me a little story. I want to hear about it. Let me hear about it. So hello and welcome to Spin the Wheel. So here are our contestants that responded in last month's video trying to win Cliffhanger for the Sega Genesis. Thank you so much for commenting down below. Each one of these participants commented their favorite game system and why. That was for last month's entry. For this month's entry, friendly reminder, comment down below what game got you into gaming and why. What's a game that is beloved to you and why is it? So, anyways, contestants, are you ready to spin that wheel? Let's go ahead and spin it. And it looks like this month's winner is Cyber Diva. Cyber Diva, thank you so much, and congratulations on winning Cliffhanger for the Sega Genesis. I'll be reaching out to you via DM and trying to get in touch with you. If, again, contestants, if I don't have a response after a couple of days, I will reach out to the next winner. We'll spin again, and that won't be in a video, but, you know, we'll just kind of keep going until we get a response. So, Cyber Diva, congratulations, and I'll see all of you next time on Spin the Wheel. So to enter in this month's game giveaway, like I said, down in the comment section down below, let me know what game got you into gaming and why, and what your attachment is to that. You know, just give me a story. Give me a little story about yourself, you know? Let's get to know each other a little bit. I loved always seeing the comments come in. I know, I'm sorry, I'm kind of behind on the monthly Q&As and answering all those questions, but we will get to that, I promise. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton more than you think, and it costs you nothing. So happy holidays to you and yours, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.